Welcome back to another episode of the Inquisitive Mamba podcast. This is episode 63. On tonight's show, we have Luke Jackson. Luke Jackson is a kicker for Jackson State University. So, first of all, introduce yourself. How's it going, man?
I'm good. It's been a while since we talked last time. Luke Jackson, I'm at a new university now. So I work hard and be great.
Absolutely. Yeah. So, I first wanted to ask you, what made you transfer from Southern University to Jackson State?
So at Southern, we had a new coaching staff change, and the new staff just didn't respect my talent. They just didn't like what I had to offer, I guess. I did great in practice, did good in the games, first couple games, then I just got taken out of nowhere. And that was the first time in my career when I had something like that occur. You work so hard at something for so long, and then it's taken away from you from no reason. So they just didn't value my talent. So I was like, all right, I'm gonna take my talent somewhere else. And now I'm at Jackson State, another opportunity that was offered to me. So but like I said, I'm just trying to be great wherever the opportunity is, and I got one here at Jackson, and I'm happy to be here.
Absolutely. Yeah. So, I saw you just played in a spring game. How did that go?
Spring game went great. Me and the other kicker both went perfect. We're both competing for the field goal job, the kickoff job as well. I went 2 for 2 on field goals, and I went perfect on extra points. So, new school, everything already looks great already. So, like I said, I just got to keep working hard and fight for the starting job.
Absolutely. Yeah. So I did want to ask you this. So obviously, I'm sure you know this. Deion Sanders took the head coaching job at Colorado. When when you transferred to Jackson State, was Deion still the head coach, or was he already gone?
He was already gone, so I had transferred after the fall ended, and he took the job at Colorado when Jackson was playing in the HBCU National Championship. So he was already gone when I got there. Coach TC Teller was already the head coach. So I played against Deion twice when I was at Southern. So, but nah, he was already gone when I got there.
And what was that experience like playing against Deion?
It was great. What Deion has done for HBCUs is just unheard of. He brought the HBCU football has always been big. It's always had great culture and behind it, but he brought so many new eyes to it, which HBCU football really needed. So I think what he did really changed HBCU football. It changed the SWAC football. So I love what he did. Playing against him was great. I put on a show in front of him, went perfect on field goals, so did my job.
Yeah, of course. So what was your what was your reaction when you found out that he did take the Colorado job?
I kind of seen it coming. He's a great guy. First off, Deion's a great guy, but he came into Jackson State University with a plan. He wanted to build his resume, won 2 back-to-back seasons, and he built the perfect resume. And then I think his ultimate goal is probably to coach in the league or just to coach wherever his sons go. I don't know, but he built his resume, really good resume. And then now he took the Colorado job. I seen it coming all along, but again, what he did for SWAC football, HBCU football in general is just unheard of. So I'm very appreciative of him.
Yeah, I think he's going to do a great job at Colorado. And he did a great job at Jackson State. Like you said, he put himself on the map and he really put himself out there. I mean, obviously the player he was, and he really wanted to get into coaching and he, put himself on the map for the foreseeable future. And Colorado looks like, they're going to be a powerhouse over there in the Pac 12 with potentially UCLA and USC leaving. So I did want to ask you, winning the 49th annual Bayou Classic, what was that like for you back at Southern University?
It was great. Again, it was a weird season. Like I said, I only played in the first 2 games of the season, so I wasn't playing at the time. I didn't play the whole second half or really first half of the season. Like I said, it was out of my hands, but I was trying to be there for my teammates, just be a great team player and just keep the winning atmosphere going, I guess, that we had going. But it was great. The Bayou Classic is different. It's one of the biggest games in HBCU football. It's such a historic game. And just to be in the New Orleans Saints Stadium and just witness that atmosphere of two very good and high profile teams going at it and two of the biggest teams in Louisiana go at it was just it's different. And like I said, I love it. Unfortunately, that was my last Bayou Classic, so But it was great. It was great to win the game.
Yeah, so I know that you're pretty close with Robin's Bopla. How did that go when you told him that you were transferring to Jackson State? What was his reaction like?
He knew it was coming. Robin's one of them guys. He's one of my best friends, but he knows it's all you got to do what's best for yourself, and he's seen what kind of happened to me. And like I said, he had no say on it because we're all here for a reason. We're all just trying to do the best we can, help ourselves out. But I mean, he was upset. Obviously, he came to Southern University hoping that me, him, and the long snapper could, build something great. But that wasn't what happened, and that was the plan. So he was a little bummed out, but everyone's just there for themselves, and I'm just trying to follow my dreams. So
Yeah, of course. No, I respect that. So, when you decided to transfer to Jackson State, was there any other schools on your radar that you were thinking of that potentially you could have went to instead of Jackson State?
I had a lot of interest. I was in there with the portal for a very short span of time. Georgia State, Temple, Colorado. Not so much Colorado. I was texting one of their coaches, but I seen what they had going on over there. They had a very deep specials room. So, but the main two were Temple, where I could have stayed back home potentially, in Philly, and Georgia State. But the Jackson offer came out of nowhere really at it was like 11 o'clock at night, and it's just the way I got I left Southern left such a bad taste in my mouth because I had such love for the university and the football team, but like I said, the new coaching staff just ruined it for me. So I wanted to play them again. So the main goal was to play Southern again and show them like really what they've missed out on. So that's one of the main reasons I committed to Jackson State. One, to stay in the SWAC because the SWAC is one of the biggest um leagues on the come up right now. But I just want to play Southern University again and just really show them coaches what they missed out on.
Yeah, you definitely seem like you're out for redemption and you really want to make a name for yourself at Jackson State. So I recently saw that you did a brand deal with Clark's, and I know you do a lot of TikTok and Instagram, a lot of social media stuff. So how did the whole Clark's brand deal come about?
So Clark's had hit me up through a app called Postgame. Postgame is an app where athletes get on there and you just fill out a little form, and if Clark's want to represent you, then they will DM you, and they had DM me. And I was fortunate enough to get some free stuff sent by them and get a deal going. So I have more in the works, more coming very, very, very soon. But I was very fortunate to that. That was my probably my first big brand deal I've had. So
Yeah. Well, that's awesome. That's good to hear, and it's nice to see that. Like we talked about, I think on the last podcast about the whole NIL stuff and how everything is starting to come into play, where athletes are now able to get paid, but they're also able to do brand deals and market themselves and put their name out there. So that's even better for you. But my next question is, do you have anything else coming in the works? I know you just said, like, could you share that?
I don't think I can share it yet because, like I said,
Okay.
it's big. Like I said,
Okay.
I'm very grateful that I'm getting bigger opportunities as my career is going on. But this next one is very big, but it's coming. It's coming really soon.
Okay. Can you give a time frame or a timeline? Maybe in a month, 2 months, a
With
few weeks.
within this month, it'll have him probably close to the end of this month. It'll come.
Okay. Has this been something that you've been holding onto for a little bit now, and you just can't
Yes,
release it?
it has been something that I've been working on for a while, waiting for them to respond back. They hit me up first, didn't respond for a long period of time, then they finally hit me back with some great news. So it's coming.
So this is your biggest one yet, then?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Well, I'm excited to hear about this one when it comes out. So flipping the script here a little bit. I know you do a lot of TikTok and a lot of social media, like we just talked about, but I know you post a lot of like funny videos and videos that sometimes
Yeah.
can get a little out of hand and stuff.
hmm
But do any of your teammates or coaches ever like clown you or like say like what the hell are you doing posting stuff like that? Like do you ever get any like hate from them?
I mean, some of my teammates, yeah, they messaged me saying, "Oh, you're on TikTok and you make these videos, you make some corny videos." But I mean, I do it on my free time. I never. That's not something that I want to do for real. But I have so much free time because other than football, I have really nothing else to do. So make some TikToks, but I just do it because I like to build myself, build a little image for myself, and TikTok has gave me the platform to do it. So just having fun. But yeah, I know what comes with it. So
Yeah, I mean
I'm ready for everything.
it's all fun, but on the other side of it too, you get that blue check, and then you start talking. So
Yeah.
I see you dance a lot on TikTok. Like I see a lot of your videos; they're funny, But how long does it take to learn those dances? Like, what goes into these? You just like learn them on the fly, or like, cause I mean, you're a pretty good dancer.
Yeah, I learned them on the fly. I really can't dance. It's the funny thing. I guess I can do some TikTok dances, but I'm very uncoordinated. But I learn them on the fly. Like I said, a lot of my free time, I'm just scrolling on TikTok and seeing what the new trends are. So I'm watching them so much. And like when the trend is hot, everyone's doing it. So I'm watching everybody do it. And then I'm just learning and seeing how they do it. So it's really easy to pick up on. I'm a quick learner. I'm a fast learner. So like I said, I'm just scrolling and whatever the current trend is, I kind of pick up on.
All right, so moving on to the NBA here a little bit. What are your thoughts on this Celtics Sixers series? How are you feeling? Because you're a big Philly guy. I know last time on the podcast you voiced your opinion about the Eagles. Jalen Hurts just got paid. So how are you feeling about this Sixers Celtics series?
I'm feeling good. I mean, as everybody's seen, we won the first game without Embiid, and now Embiid's back tonight. So I think the Celtics are, I mean, unfortunately, they're one of the best teams in the NBA. So there was the one opponent that I didn't want to play against again. I'd rather have played against. I think it was the Hawks. Was it the
The
Hawks?
it, well, yeah, because it was the Hawks Celtics, and the Celtics ended up beating them in 6 games.
I mean, I would rather have played against them. I think we would have swept them, but I think a sweep is coming because I mean the Celtics have been so good for so long. I said a sweep was coming before it even started on my Instagram story. A sweep is coming, and B's playing tonight. Al Horford's not going to be able to guard him. The other center's not going to be able to guard him. The Sixers are too hot. James Harden is looking like Houston James Harden. So I think the Sixers
Uh-oh.
are going to sweep.
Oh my gosh! If they sweep, that would be that. I wouldn't know what to do with myself. That'd be great. Boston fans would be in Boston fans would be in shambles. They just lost to the Boston fans just had to go through the Bruins losing to the Panthers in the hockey in the 7 game series. So I don't know if Boston fans could handle a sweep. But what are your thoughts on the whole 8 game playoff thing for college football coming up for this year, the 2024 2025?
I think it's different. But I think I don't know. I'm uh, I don't know.
Not the
Like
biggest fan of it.
not the biggest fan of it. No, I'm not. But again, it's new, so we're gonna see how it goes and see how long it lasts. But I'm not a big fan of it.
Well, they're pushing the season back now because it's going all the way till January 20th.
Yeah,
Because
like I
they're
said,
adding an extra they're adding four new teams.
I mean, but I think it's good to add on to the game. I think the love for college football it grows and grows and grows every year. So I mean, I love change. I think everybody likes to see change to something. So hopefully this will bring more eyes to it. Hopefully it'll bring more attention and be better for the game. So we'll see how it goes.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, I think we talked about it last on the podcast. If they were potentially going to be doing this, I'm all for it, just because I think, like you said, it makes the game more exciting and more interesting. Adding an extra, 4 teams that are good enough to be there, I say why not go for it. And plus, college football now is all about the money and the image that they're bringing in too. So the more TV deals, the more people will watch, and the more teams that are in that are big name teams. So recently, I saw you got the blue check on Instagram. Now you're verified. Have you received more engagement with your audience, or just like more like traction with companies, or like how to like anything like that?
100%. I think the biggest thing is when companies see the blue check. If I DM them or if they DM, they see that I have a good amount of followers. I have a little following behind me, and like if you look at my engagement on my photos, you can see that I mean it's legit. The likes, the comments, everything adds up. So like I said, it's just I pride myself in building my own image, and I think I've done it good enough where I can get some big companies. Like I said, one's coming really soon, but I mean, it's definitely helped engagement. If I DM a company, they see that, and then they look at my account, and everything matches up, and it's if they like it, then they're gonna text me back. But it's 100% better for business, and I think it's because I got it legit. I mean, obviously you can buy a blue check now on Instagram, so
Right.
as soon as they
Yeah.
check that mine's legit, they know that like it's not fake. So it's
Yeah.
definitely helped me for the better.
Yeah, no, I mean I could definitely see that in some of your posts and stuff. You've, hit a lot of likes and a lot of engagement on your posts and stuff. So how long have you been verified for on Instagram?
It was very short. I got verified the day before they dropped the meta verified thing.
Hmm.
So I had applied for it on a Saturday and I got applied and I got verified on a Monday. So it was very quick. I had applied for it a couple times before and I they declined me. And then I got to Jackson and I got a few new articles about me. There's an article on Yahoo Sports about me committing to Jackson. So I think it's because I finally got some really big articles that they see that I branded myself enough where I deserve a blue check.
Yeah, I think so too. And I remember I saw on your Instagram when you made your transfer post, you have 3 years of eligibility left. So that's even bigger for you now that you kind of have a fresh start. From where you were at Southern University to Jackson State, which is a way bigger market. I mean, from what like we saw what Deion just did there. So
Yeah.
like I said, 3 years is a long time, and you can definitely prove yourself over there. Bigger opportunity, bigger stage. So, 5 questions I always do when I have guests on the show to end the show. So, first one here: what is your favorite cereal?
Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
Okay, are you a milk before or milk after? Do you
Milk
pour the?
after. If you put
Okay,
milk in before, then something's wrong with you. I don't know why people do that.
I don't understand that either, but I can definitely agree with that. What is your go-to pregame song?
My go-to pregame song, it's I would say I'm kind of different when it comes to pregame. I like to really the thing about me is I like to listen to something motivational where I can really tune into the lyrics so I can really, take the lyrics to like the game field. So I like to listen to Championships by Meek Mill.
Okay.
It gets me in my zone. So because the lyrics just did mean a lot to me before I play a game. So it definitely helps me prepare for a big game.
Pretty sure I saw you posted on your Instagram. You posted that song, "Champions," right?
Yeah.
Or is championships?
Championships, yeah.
Did I just mess it up completely? Jeez. What is your game day meal?
Game day meal, I like to keep it light. I like to get carbs meal. I like to get like some pasta we usually have, and then some chicken, and then some broccoli or some type of greens. Definitely a green, some chicken every time, and some pasta every single time.
It's an easy meal right there. That one's perfect. What's the craziest DM that you've ever gotten?
I don't think I can say it on here, but I mean I've got some crazy ones because TikTok has brought a
Yeah.
big audience to Instagrams, but I've got some crazy ones. So I'm asking for feet pictures, and I've got some crazy ones that I
Oh,
can't even say on
geez.
here.
Uh, censored. This right?
Yeah, let's censor it, please.
Oh gosh. All right. Last question. What is a hot take of yours?
Uh, can you give me an example? Like,
Anything could be music, could be food, could be entertainment, sports, whatever it is.
um, I guess one of my hot. I'm not. I mean, I hate Playboy Cardi. I think that's a hot take.
Okay.
Uh,
Because
uh,
everyone has one hot take. Like everyone has one. Like they just keep in the drawer. Like just one. So is that your
so
place? Playboy? That's the
so
one.
what so what's yours to give me a better example?
Um, Dang, that's a tough one. See, I have so many just off top of my head. I
Yeah.
mean, I'd have to think of one of like sports. I mean, like hot take. I think the Lakers won the finals this year.
I mean that's a hot take, but it's not going to be so hot when they play against Philly. But
Uh
my hot take with I think Philadelphia sports. I think Philadelphia is the hottest city out right now with sports. The Eagles are one of the best teams in the NFL. After the draft, I mean look what they just did in the draft. They got the whole Georgia team. Sixers are hot. Flyers not so hot.
right. Yeah.
MLB, the Phillies went to the World Series last year.
Yeah.
Bryce Harper's finally back, so I think Philly. That's my hot take. Is even though I'm from Philly, so I'm gonna say it, but I think they're one of the hottest cities in sports right now.
Okay. I mean, yeah, I would definitely agree that's a hot take for sure. So yeah, I mean, I think that does it for us. So, outro as always. Make sure to follow us on Instagram at the IQM Pod. Make sure to follow us on TikTok at the IQM Pod, YouTube, the Inquisitive Mamba, Spotify and Apple Podcasts, the Inquisitive Mamba Podcast. Make sure to follow Luke Jackson on his socials. He's posting content daily. He's posting on TikTok a lot of funny videos. He's a Jackson State kicker. His TikTok is Luke Jackson 42. His Instagram is Luke Jackson. 222. And as always, we will see you next time.
Thank you for having me on.
Absolutely, man. Thank you so much.